Everything explained in this video is summarized from the CoinMarketCap. And also, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for future XRP news and some other cryptocurrency news in general. Now, take a look at this. XRP lawsuit. U.S. judge approves Ripple judgment request. Within the context of the continuing litigation known as in Ripple Labs, Inc., the United States court has given an order to expedite the issuing of a final decision. This represents a significant step forward in the direction of resolving the lengthy dispute. Within the context of the XRP case, the district court in California has granted permission for a move to modify the ruling concerning the judgment and stay. After the class claims were resolved, both parties presented a proposed order together, noting that there was justification for delaying the judgment. According to the document, within 30 days of the final resolution of the appeal of the class claims, the parties shall file a joint motion to lift the stay on the docket in this case. This provision is included in the official document. Judge Phyllis Hamilton granted a request that was submitted jointly by the parties to proceed with the final judgment while simultaneously maintaining a stay on the class claims that were filed by the plaintiff. A ruling that was favorable to Ripple Labs, XRPI LLC, and CEO Brad Garlinghouse was issued by a district court in the state of California. Although the claims of the class were settled, there is still one individual claim for relief that is pending the conclusion of the appeals process. On January 21, 2025, a trial date has been scheduled for topics that have not been resolved. Nevertheless, the court has invited both parties to pursue alternate approaches to address the issues. Ripple presented a comprehensive bill of costs, and it was accompanied by 65 documents and a declaration from Anna Guardado, who's the director of litigation. The bill of costs highlighted the litigation expenses and attorney fees that contributed to this decision. The accelerated verdict handed down by the court has resulted in a significant increase in the market value of XRP. A roughly 30% increase over the past week is reflected in the fact that the cryptocurrency recently reached a year-to-date high of $1.62 before steadily settling at $1.45. According to projections made by analysts employing Elliott Wave analysis, within the next few months, the price of XRP might reach as high as $13. Ripple's recent court successes and the improvement of regulatory conditions for cryptocurrencies in the United States have contributed to this spike, which reflects renewed investor confidence. Following the dismissal of the case brought by the SEC, executives from Ripple continue to have a positive outlook as the legal climate for cryptocurrencies in the United States is showing signs of progress. Attorney Jeremy Hogan, who is in favor of XRP, has predicted that the Ripple vs. SEC lawsuit would be resolved by the spring or early summer of 2045. This would coincide with the departure of Gary Gensler, who is expected to leave his position as chair of the regulatory agency. Ripple's legal struggle with the SEC is still ongoing, and the company is holding out hope that it will be resolved following Gensler's departure. Are we going to dismiss the case or reach a settlement soon? Even though the SEC is delaying the launch of XRP exchange-traded funds, ETA, there is a rising interest in the possibility of a regulated investment option. To what extent will the SEC position change? Ripple and the United States Securities and Exchange Commission, CSEC, are still engaged in a legal dispute, even though some more recent events have taken place. Ripple has lately garnered a lot of interest because it was reported that a judge in the United States granted its request to expedite the determination of the final verdict in the XRP dispute. Considering that Gary Gensler, the chair of the Securities and Exchange Commission, is leaving in January, this decision could indicate that the case, which has been dragging on for years, could end sooner. You know, some people even argued that the timing is key. On the other hand, legal knowledgeable Bill Morgan made it clear that this approval is not connected to the enforcement action that the SEC is doing against Ripple. He made it clear that the request is not related to the official SEC's Ripple case, but rather to a private civil litigation that is being brought in California. Are Ripple and the SEC going to be dismissed? Following the announcement that SEC Chair Gary Gensler will step down in January, the Ripple community has recently seen a resurgence of hope about the future of the cryptocurrency. Proponents of Ripple have expressed their optimism that his departure will result in the case being withdrawn. Legal experts, including Chris Giancarlo, think that the Securities and Exchange Commission may eventually drop the action against Ripple. He suggested that, the Securities and Exchange Commission
Yeah.
and should dismiss cases like this one after they have been defeated, and that the focus should shift away from the status of XRP as a security. Now, some individuals, such as attorneys Fred Rispoli and Jeremy Hogan, have hypothesized that the Securities and Exchange Commission SEC would lessen the penalties and reach a settlement over the matter. A growing number of people are interested in exchange-traded funds at TEF that are based on XRP, in addition to the developments in the legal system. Applications for exchange-traded funds, SES based on XRP, have been submitted by companies such as WisdomTree, Bitwise, and Canary Capital in the hope of establishing a regulated investment alternative for XRP. With that being said, the SEC has not yet given its approval to any XRP proposals. A prediction of the price of XRP for the 29th of November conclusion as Ripple continues its legal struggle. The cryptocurrency industry is keeping a close eye on the possibility that political shifts brought about by a prospective Trump government could result in a more favorable atmosphere for XRP and the cryptocurrencies. Fake, what are the current developments in the litigation between the SEC and Ripple? Following Gensler's departure, the case is still ongoing, and Ripple is pushing for a more expedient settlement as well as prospective modifications. After Gensler's departure, will the Securities and Exchange Commission abandon the lawsuit, even though legal experts continue to be divided on the outcome of the case? Ripple is hopeful that the SEC will dismiss the prosecution after Gensler's departure. What is the SEC's position on exchange-traded funds at OLXLS in XRP due to the regulatory uncertainties surrounding XRP's status as a security? The SEC has not yet given its approval to exchange-traded funds on XRP. Ripple emerges victorious during its conflict with the SEC. The application for final judgment that Ripple submitted to a court in the United States has been approved, which may indicate that the XRP case is finally coming to a close. Ripple and XRP holders who've been waiting for this case to be resolved for years can breathe a sigh of relief now that it has finally been solved. By addressing the pending claims, the modified order eliminates the delays that have been occurring and enables both parties to proceed with their respective plans. Even though there is still one claim for relief against Ripple, both parties will submit a request to lift the stay within 30 days of the conclusion of the appeals process. Additionally, Ripple has provided its litigation expense documents, which will demonstrate the amount of money that they have expended in this defense. This comes after Ripple's earlier victory, which had a significant impact on the discussion around cryptocurrency regulation in the United States. Several legal professionals, including Jeremy Hogan, an attorney who advocates for XRP, believe that the SEC case might be resolved by the middle of 2025 if there are leadership changes within the SEC. The implications of this for XRP, both legally and for the market, Ripple's ultimate verdict establishes a precedent for disputes linked to cryptocurrencies and minimizes the amount of confusion around the regulatory status of XRP. This strengthens XRP's position in the cryptocurrency market, which is something that the leadership of Ripple views as a stepping stone for future growth.